I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Вітаю, друзі, на каналі Штів Плейс. Ми граємо в Алан Вейк 2. Бажаю приємного перегляду.
Sure, my... I mean, oh dear. We'll be the belle of the ball at this year's Deer Fest. Just a few more days.
Трохи мене напрягає оці... Так, ладно, потом.
Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here. I got you both some coffee. Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Андерсон. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Brinker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time.
Давай, Кейсі.
Files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure. But it slowed down every time the light was fast off.
I'm gonna guess. Missing person cases spiked around 2010. The fence was built just after.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Ви букери?
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Андерсон. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay? What were you doing at Cauldron late last night?
I'm a writer. True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Weyk, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake, and he was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, cult of the tree. The cult of the tree. Cult of the tree. Oh, and then we found her. The whole thing was terrifying. That's all.
Оце мене бісить. Так, добре.
Tree. What are the bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is two triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree bag, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists. The bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with a murder. They were telling the truth. Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message?
Так, стоп. А справи?
We're dealing with an organized group of killers, not a lone serial killer. I need to know more about the Cult of the Tree if I'm going to shut them down.
Якщо вони ховають обличчя, вони не надто сильні, щоб діяти відкрито. Зв'язок із фестивалем полювання на оленів. О, а такі є? Окей.
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing dear
Oh,
Fez.
God. Saga! Saga Anderson. as I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me. I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl? She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember. How do you know I have a daughter? Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time. No. You're mistaking me for someone else. If you say so.
Цікаво. Так, намисто. Боже мій, як ця дошка мене вже напрягає. Так, хто причетний? Піти до офісу шерифа, оглянути тіло Найтингейла. Давай.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff! Looks like you have some guests.
Morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
I'll be right with you, sir.
Yep.
See you
Just here to
around.
pay my ticket. Whenever you're ready to take my money.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week, but you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking. can't force it open. Okay, let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination.
Не успів прочитати.
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us. What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me? There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
The body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up. Aha. They did leave something inside his chest. This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy. Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
І так.
Chest wound is cause of death, but the corpse is bloated, waterlogged. Doesn't add up. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there?
Що буде доставати? Без маски працюєш. Без рукавичок.
It's the same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here. Wait!
Sheriff?
What the hell?
Show me the clicker.
Світло.
Didn't see her.
Світло.
Could not see into bright light.
He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light.
Постарайтесь залишатися на світлі, щоб вороги вас не помітили.
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Так, безпечні простори відновлюють частину здоров'я. Якщо ви вийдете чи атакуєте з безпечного простору, він тимчасово стане недоступним.
Gotta move. Now.
Так, а куди йти? Твою мать, я чуть не вродив.
He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Go. He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Gotta move. Now. Vanished.
Твою дивізію, як я маю це проходити, га? Хто мені скаже? Ні, ну це жесть. Проблема, я не встигаю, текст дуже швидко пропадає, я не встигаю, прочитати. От, наприклад, навіть за цей пестик, аж за 3-м разом виходить. Тому що я тупо просто не побачив, не дочитав за пестик, що він в коридорі. І коли я перший раз туди пішов, я тупо просто не бачу, що він там лежить. Капець якийсь. Коротше, це буде жорстко. Ладно, поїхали. Сьогодні рано закінчувати.
He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're going to do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this. There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward. Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal, their purpose.
Знайти підказки
There's one of the
навколо.
pages on the floor.
These pages are important. Breaker dropped one before he disappeared.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster. Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. He was there too. Nightingale was, but wasn't a taken, a creature of darkness. He was beyond her reach, where some other strange reality, the dark place, merged with ours. This place and the dark place, a tarp thrown over top, drowning everything beneath it, a flood of darkness, soaking into everything, spoiling it, rotting it. The page called this area an overlap. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult, required precise steps, a ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster before he killed again. Her job, he'd be inside, waiting for her.
Весело.
The autopsy room was a mess, like a bomb had gone off. Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her under the light, lurched past her. The Taken could not see into bright light. The light hurt them, hurt the darkness in them, made them vulnerable. I flick the switch, it goes click. Show me the clicker, lights are off, but somebody's home. Hemingway brought you here, witch. Get out of my house, Nightingale shouted. A wave of terror crashed through Saga's head. The awful truth. Nightingale had no heart in his chest, but here he was, killing a monster. The world had lurched out of balance. You found yourself trapped on the far side of the mirror.
Nah.
Да, цікаво, чому інші не перетворилися. Так, далі. Яка там справа? Ось ця. Справа закрита.
The cult of the tree is behind these murders. This case just became much more complicated. I'll need to start a new file. But it's my first cult case. Exciting.
О, ніби все, правильно? Якщо ви не знаєте або не впевнені, як діяти далі, не забувайте перевіряти простір думок таб. Дізнатися, куди подівся Найтингейл. Ще раз.
A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve.
Ну,
The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
блін, а тут більше нічого нема?
Can't be opened on this side.
We heard gunshots. You all okay?
Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
But that's crazy, right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything? He's dead.
Yeah, right. Well, that's all crazy talk. Monsters aren't real, and what do you mean? The sheriff disappeared? Like poof? He's gone like magic? Magic's not real. Magic's not real.
monsters aren't real, and man is definitely not real.
They're a fine pair.
Oh dear, I am a tourist, and it appears that I'm lost in the woods. If only had a tour guide also. It's bear season. Oh no, a bear. Help. Did somebody call for a tour guide? Oh wow, Koskela Brothers Adventure Tours. Unforgettable tour experiences at affordable prices. That's right. I'm Ilmo Koskela, voted best coffee roaster / tour guide by Coffee World magazine. And I'm
My
here
client has been held here long enough.
to tour of a lifetime.
Are you gonna let me speak to them or not?
Unearth the
Just a moment, ma'am. Someone will be right with you.
Many local attractions have frequently become set up by the government. And that's why Koskela Brothers
Нічого цікавого. Так, виходимо.
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, Casey?
A smart choice, Anderson. Yeah, Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup. The Bright Falls case. Whoever you can spare. ASAP. Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been rung yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead.
А що за телевізор?
Merced won't roll over on the issues.
Did you check out the town, Anderson?
Just getting my bearings. Ready to go?
Waiting on you.
Rinse and repeat. Clock out, get a beer. Or maybe 3.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Ha ha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story.
Так,
The page says
сердечко.
nightingales in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed. The writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues. To solve the case.
Ну так цікаво, ні? Як у фільмах, блін. От ми знаємо жестяк. З нами сталося щось неймовірне, фантастичне, містичне, нереальне. І що ми робимо? Ідемо в ліс.
Refers to themselves as a cult.
In my experience, they don't.
We're not seeing the full picture yet.
Так, це хто такі?
Hey, hello there. How are you folks doing?
Those restricted area signs don't do a damn thing.
Хіба вам дозволено тут бути?
Hello. Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmo Koskela. Fantastic to meet you. And yes, Stephen here hired me to show him through the woods. He's in town on important government business, fixing this impressive piece of hardware.
I work for the FBC, ma'am. I'm authorized to be here.
And I bet you two are here about that murder. Nasty stuff. How's it going?
How did you hear about the murder, Ilmo? Do you know anything that could help us?
People tend to tell me things. The Koskela brothers are kind of a household name around here. Speaking of, if you're looking for some fun, stop by Watery. Just down the road from Bright Falls, there's our Coffee World amusement park. There's sauna ja vihta. And we offer a variety of guided tours, hunting, fishing, hiking, whatever strikes your fancy. You name it, we probably got it.
What is this thing?
It's just a monitoring station, ma'am. The Federal Bureau of Control checks volcanic activity and air toxicity levels. No need to worry, though. It's mostly for research purposes.
That's one gorgeous sweater, Saga. Looks Nordic. I bet a family member made it.
Stephen, we're investigating a murder that occurred nearby. What can you tell me about your bureau?
Nothing that isn't classified, I'm afraid. But I don't know anything about a murder. Operations here are run by a different department. I'm just here to make some repairs. The wiring on this thing frays every couple months.
Yep, that's the raccoons. They grow real big here with teeth like you wouldn't believe. Can not run through a garbage can.
My mother made this sweater for me. How do you know?
I knew it. My mom used to knit those sweaters for me and my brother. Watery, my hometown, was founded by Finnish immigrants. So between your name and the sweater, I figured your family might be from Finland too. Suomi, Finland. Pulla, Karjalan piirakka.
Close. My mom's family is from Sweden originally. I don't know much about them beyond that. The sweater is just something to remember her by. Thank you. I need to head out.
What the hell is this?
What'd you find there, Stephen?
Nothing.
Записка щодо обслуговування. Наявні ознаки втручання. Сигнал було переправлено на передавач, який не належить нам. Я виправив помилку. Тепер будь-які сповіщення приходитимуть тільки нам. Але такий інцидент, безперечно, викликає занепокоєння. Я зроблю звіт і відправлю його до слідчого відділу. Залишу це тут на випадок, якщо не виправлятиму подібне наступного разу. Якщо ви читаєте це, перевірте, чи є ознаки втручання Можливо, ми захочемо встановити більший, надійний, металевий кожух навколо, щоб єноти більше не могли дістатися туди. Стівен Лін – головний технік. До побачення. Пішли, Кейсі.
Things about this case keep bothering me. But one thing feels really off. Breaker's disappearance. I don't get the feeling Nightingale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale? Spontaneous combustion? I don't know what. Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve. Our crime scene's drowning. I never minded rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake, in an overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something around here will tell us.
After we find Nightingale, what then? I've never arrested a monster.
I've watched you arrest plenty of monsters, Anderson.
You know what I mean. Monsters. Light worked against him at the morgue. That might be the only way to stop him from hurting anyone else. Monsters? Overlaps? Rituals? What do you make of all of this?
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy. They may be trying to get you involved, forcing you into their twisted world.
But with dead men coming alive, the word ritual starts to have more weight behind it. We need to look around, learn what this ritual is. We've seen this symbol before.
Good eye.
Bare feet. Nightingale. I'll see where these footprints lead. Can you comb through the crime scene one more time, KC? Just in case?
On it. If anything comes up, I'll radio you.
Пішли. Блять, ну якщо воно зараз щось вилетить, блін, я народжу ще раз. Ну на тобі, ще й музичка під'їхала. Так. Нам не вверх, а вниз.
The tracks lead into the water. Where'd he go from here?
І що, нам іти у воду? Що за прикол?
I can feel something. A presence. Nightingale isn't far.
А як зберегтись, а? Це що таке?
I know Nightingale is somewhere around Cauldron Lake.
The tree was a threshold. This place and the dark place. You're in over your head. Next stop, Caldera Street Station.
The threshold, like a doorway, leading to Nightingale. It's somehow connected to a tree. Which is Ladle?
Дослідити район відьминого ковша. А де Кейсі? Курва. Так. Ось він. Нам виходить наліво трохи. Тепер направо. Та ні. Блін, та нам таки сюди. Через воду. Да. І через дерево. Не виходить. В обхід. Відьмин ківш. Немає жодної згадки в тому, що озеро Полдрон назване на честь його форми – кальдери. Втім, існує багато загадкових історій про це озеро, про темний прохід у підземний світ або про відьму, чиїм казаном насправді було озеро. Легенда каже, що коли знаків уваги місцевого шерифа залишилися без відповіді, він звинуватив панів тому, що вона зачарувала його. Її втопили, але ківш випав і потрапив у дивне дерево під назвою Відьмин ківш. Жінка повернулася, щоб помститися своїм кривдникам. Якщо вона не була відьмою раніше, то тепер нею стала. Вона вбила шерифа, втопила його в озері, потім вийняла його серце і поклала його в коробку. Завдяки серцю вона зможе викликати кривдника з озера, щоб помститися остаточно. Принаймні, так каже легенда. Так, все ж написано. Все ж написано, чуваки.
What is that? Seems like it's reacting to the light. These aren't the same tracks that were here before. They're headed into the tree, not out of it.
Ви можете увімкнути підсилення ліхтаря, щоб завдати більшої шкоди темряві і пропалити темну матерію.
My flashlight burned the dark stuff away.
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped into the witch's hut. Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut. Okay. I trust the pages to lead me to the overlap.
Так, окей. Сторінки. Портрет нам не потрібен. Наші сторіночки. Жертвою. О. Запобіжник був на місці, вона знайшла його серед мотлуху в лісі. Сага увійшла до хатини відьми, щось промайнуло повз неї присутність, щось знайоме. Вона не змогла розібрати, що саме. Щось, що вона вже пам'ятала. Вона намагалася вхопитися за цю думку, але вже вислизнула. Всередині яскраве світло було предмети, що привертали увагу Саги. Виділялися від запилених черепів, тварин та котла, наче світло вказувало на них, витягувало їх із темряви. Зміна реальності, повна таємничих змістів, термос для кави, коробка для взуття, швабра і відро, плакат на стіні, в ящику інша сторінка рукопису.
The fuse was in place. She found it among the junk in the forest. Saga stepped inside the witch's hut. Something rushed through her. A presence. Familiar.
Окей. Закрите. Блін, я точно нічого не пропустив.
Is Witch's Ladle the doorway into the overlap? If so, that's where I'll find Nightingale. Light is the key. To stay safe. But for something more to be revealed as well.
Так не зрозуміло, куди ж тоді? А. Відстежити, знайти хатину відьми, увімкнути світло в хатині відьми, знайти запобіжник неподалік.
I need to find the witch's hut.
Блін. Хатина відьми. Ага. Так і прямо тиснемо. А де запобіжник, блін? Ні, це виходить, треба назад вертати. Хтось пам'ятає куди? Так що, я назад вернувся? Да. Блін, ну... Направо. Направо.
This is the witch's hut.
Anderson, thought I saw something in the woods. Probably just a deer, but I'm gonna check it out.
Okay, I found another page. Following up on a lead. Keep checking in.
Roger.
The fuse box is missing a fuse. I need to find one to turn on the lights. This fuse is busted. This one looks good. People should really stop littering, though.
Неділя. Я сказав їй, вона відповіла спасибі. От лярва бісить. Понеділок. Знову втік минулої ночі, пішов до великого будинку біля озера. Замість того, щоб просто дивитися здалеку, як завжди. Замість того, щоб просто сидіти, як завжди. До біса. У будь-якому випадку, там внизу коїться щось дивне. Треба дізнатися, що. Збираюся повернутися туди завтра. З кращим спорядженням. Певен, що зможу потрапити всередину, зробити кілька фотографій буде епічно.
A lunchbox again. Who's leaving these out here?
Паперчики нам потрібні для вдосконалення нашої зброї. Ланчбокс. Де вхід? Хатина відьми. Тут жила відьма озера Колдрон. Будьте обережні, її дух, можливо, й досі не залишив це місце. Добре, буду обережний. Кімната відпочинку. Це місце, де ви можете зберегти прогрес.
Another page. Making progress.
Швидке збереження. Хух. Так, друзі. Коротше, на сьогодні, ну його нахер. Це все. Уже, блін, на вулиці ніч. Я валив. Це грати далі. 12 година, блін. Так, дякую за увагу. Продовжив в наступній серії. Гра дуже атмосферна, прям дуже-дуже атмосферна. О, слава Україні! Не забувайте підписатись і з вас лайк. Па-па!